For this question, we've got this left-hand part here, and we've also got a second part, part B, on the right-hand side. Let's just deal with part A first. We've got 2x minus y, and it's inside these, well, it looks like brackets, but they're actually two vertical lines. And what that means is something called absolute value. So the absolute value. And what it's to do with is the distance from 0. So for example, let's say I had, what is the absolute value of -3? Well, you think about a number line, -3 is a distance of 3 away from 0. So the absolute value of -3 is 3. The absolute value of -5 would just be 5. In the same way, if I had the absolute value of 2, well, how far is 2 away from 0? That's just 2 away. If I had the absolute value of 3, that would be 3 away, etc. Now we're told we've got to find the value of this when x squared equals 9 and y equals 5. Let's just consider the x squared equals 9 first of all. What is the value of x? When I square it, I get 9. Well, x could be 3, because 3 squared is 9. It could also be -3. If I take -3 and I square it, so -3 multiplied by -3, I do get this positive 9. So what I need to do is substitute these values in, x equals 3 and y equals 5, and then x equals -3 and y equals 5 into this expression here. Let me just do that down here. So what we're going to get, we should say something like, when x equals 3 and y equals 5, we're going to get the following. 2 multiplied by x. So that's going to be 2 multiplied by 3. Let me write that down. So 2 multiplied by 3 minus 5. Well, 2 multiplied by 3, that is 6. So I get 6 minus 5. And 6 minus 5 is just 1. And the absolute value of 1 is just 1. Let's consider when x is -3 and y is 5. What we're going to get this time? Well, again, we've got 2 multiplied by the value of x this time is -3. And then we're going to subtract this value here, which is 5. 2 multiplied by -3 is -6, and we're subtracting 5. And we've got the -6 minus another 5 is -11. And the absolute value of -11 is 11. For this second question, we have to expand these brackets. And when we're expanding brackets, we take the first term in the first bracket and multiply by the first term of the second bracket. So what do we get there? Well, we've got the √3 multiplied by a 2 √3. Well, I know that √3 multiplied by √3 is just 3. And then we need to multiply by the 2. So 2 multiplied by 3 is going to give me 6. We need to multiply the last term by the last term. Now we've got a negative term here and a positive. A negative and a positive is a negative. And we've got 4 multiplied by 5, which is 20. For the middle terms here, we've got the -4 multiplied by 2 √3. So we're going to get a negative first of all. Now the 4 multiplied by the 2 is 8. So we get 8 √3. And then we've got the last term here, the first term by this last term. So √3 multiplied by 5. They're both positive, so we're going to get a positive here. And it's 5 multiplied by √3, which is just 5 √3. So that takes care of the expansion. And the only thing left to do is to gather like terms. So simplify as much as I can. We've got 6 subtract 20. That's minus 14. We've got -8 √3 plus 5 √3. So -8 of something, and then we add 5 of something. We're going to get 3 root 3. So the final answer, negative 14 minus 3 root 3.